The rain still falls outside my room, like it remembers every word. Your picture fades a little more, but somehow every memory hurts. The coffee's cold beside the bed. The silence says what we both knew. Some endings never really end. They simply learn to live with you. I tried to leave your name behind, but every road keeps turning back. The world keeps moving without us, while I still walk our broken path. When your goodbye stayed with me, it became the air I breathe. Every lonely midnight still whispers your melody. I smile for everyone, but my heart still knows the truth. Some people leave your life, but never leave your soul. Your goodbye stayed with me. Another season came and went. Another city changed its lights. Still every moon reminds my heart of conversations in the night. Someone asked if I've moved on. I simply looked into the sky, because the stars know better than the words I never say out loud. Time can heal the deepest scars when memories choose where they remain. Love may fade inside the world, yet echoes never leave your name. When your goodbye stayed with me, it became the air I breathe. Every lonely midnight still whispers your melody. Every dream I chase finds a shadow somewhere near. Losing you was only the beginning of missing you. If tomorrow lets us meet again, I won't ask where you've been. I'll just thank the universe for one more chance to see you smile. Because love was never measured by how long we stayed, but by how deeply we changed each other. When your goodbye stayed with me, it became my sweetest pain. Now every falling star still softly calls your name. Even if forever lives only in my dreams, you'll always be the love my heart remembers. Forever, forever, my heart remembers you. Some stories never end. They simply become the songs we carry for the rest of our lives. Found your name inside an old cafe, written on a napkin we forgot. The coffee's cold, the chair is empty now, but somehow you're still here, inside these quiet thoughts. The rain still knows the streets we used to walk. Every corner whispers who we were. Time keeps moving, but my heart remains exactly where you left it first. Maybe forever was never measured by time. Maybe goodbye was only written for us. You're the last letter you never read, the last forever you never believed. Every sunrise still carries pieces of your smile, and every midnight calls your name a while. If love can disappear, then why are you still here, inside every dream? I cannot leave. You're the last letter you never read. The photographs have started fading slow, but your laughter never leaves this room. Every melody still sounds like home, even though I'm singing here alone. People tell me life goes on somehow, but they never knew what we became. Some hearts keep beating long after love has forgotten someone's name. I tried to silence every memory we made, but every silence only spoke your name. You're the last letter you never read, the last forever you never believed. Every heartbeat still remembers everything we had, even broken promises. Don't forget that if love truly ends, why does it still remain inside every breath? I cannot change. You're the last letter you never read. Maybe somewhere beyond these lonely skies, you'll hear this song without even knowing why. Maybe love never really dies, it only changes where it learns to hide. You're the last letter I'll never send, the only story without an end. Every star above me knows your name tonight. Every lonely prayer still holds you tight. Until that day, you'll always be the last letter you never read. Some memories fade, some promises break, but the truest love never really leaves. It simply learns to live inside the silence. When the lights forgot your name, the room is quiet, almost sacred. Just the hum of midnight rain. Your sweater's hanging by the doorway, like you're walking in again. There's a picture turned face down now, but I know every line by heart. Funny how a little silence can still tear a man apart. I tried to close the door behind us, tried to leave the past where it belongs, but every shadow in this apartment still remembers all our songs. When the lights forgot your name, I still whispered it the same, like the dark would bring you back to me, like love had never changed. Every street, every flame still burns with what we became. Even when the whole world moved on, I stayed where your memory remains. When the lights forgot your name, I drove by that old corner diner where we used to lose the time. You would laugh before you answered, like forever was on our side. Now the city shines without us, neon ghosts on empty glass, and I keep reaching for a future that got buried in the past. Maybe healing isn't leaving, maybe it's learning how to breathe, with all the pieces of a promise still broken underneath. When the lights forgot your name, I still whispered it the same, like the dark would bring you back to me, like love had never changed. Every street, every flame still burns with what we became. Even when the whole world moved on, I stayed where your memory remains. When the lights forgot your name, if I had one more night to hold you, one more chance to make it right, I would tell you all the things I buried somewhere in my pride, that I never stopped believing you were more than just a phase. You were the reason every lonely room still echoes with your shade. When the lights forgot your name, I was still calling through the pain, still tracing every part of us, like it never slipped away. Every road, every rain still leads me back again. Even if your heart found someone new, mine still breaks in your old place. And when the lights forgot your name, loved you just the same. Now the night is fading slowly, and the city starts to wake. But somewhere in the quiet, you're still the song I cannot break. The night still sounds like you. I came home late, the hallway quiet, your picture frame still on the wall. The lamp beside the window's glowing like you never left at all. Your sweater's folded on the chair now, your book is open where you read, and every little thing you touched here still feels alive to me. I keep telling myself you're only a memory now, but memory has a voice and I still hear it somehow. The night still sounds like you, like your footsteps in the other room, like your laughter in the half-light, like the way you said I'll be home soon. And every silence in this house still carries something I can't lose. No matter how much time goes by, the night still sounds like you. I drove past where we used to meet, that little diner by the rain. The waitress asked if I was waiting, and I almost said your name. The city keeps its own secrets, but mine are written in the dark. In every street and every window, you still leave your mark. Maybe love doesn't leave, it just changes shape somehow. It becomes the quiet ache I'm still living with right now. The night still sounds like you, like your footsteps in the other room, like your laughter in the half-light, like the way you said I'll be home soon. And every silence in this house still carries something I can't lose. No matter how much time goes by, the night still sounds like you. If I could have one more midnight, one more slow dance in the kitchen light, I'd hold you like I should have then, and beg the morning not to come again. But all I have are these reflections and the echo of your name. A heart still learning how to break without forgetting what remains. The night still sounds like you, in the stillness and the midnight blue, in the shadows by the doorway, in the dreams I'm always waking to. And every room inside this house still keeps a little piece of you. No matter how I try to heal, the night still sounds like you. Some people leave the room, but their echo stays behind. I still hear you turned the key, the house was quiet, like it was waiting just for me. Your coffee cup is still in the cupboard, your shadow's still in every room I see. There's a jacket hanging by the doorway, like you might walk back in tonight. And I swear for just a second, I almost heard you say I'm fine. Time keeps moving, but some things don't. Some hearts break slowly and never let go. I still hear you in the silence, in the spaces where your laughter used to be, in the midnight and the half-light, when the whole world feels too quiet around me. Every memory keeps calling, like your name was never meant to fade away. And even now, when no one's talking, I still hear you in the silence every day. I drove by our old street this morning, the one where we were young and sure, where forever felt so easy and love felt like it could endure. Now the windows hold new curtains and someone else lives in that light, but I still see us in the driveway, trying not to say goodbye. Maybe healing isn't forgetting. Maybe it's learning to live with what's missing. I still hear you in the silence, in the spaces where your laughter used to be, in the midnight and the half-light, when the whole world feels too quiet around me. Every memory keeps calling, like your name was never meant to fade away. And even now, when no one's talking, I still hear you in the silence every day. If I had one last conversation, I wouldn't ask where we went wrong. I just thank you for the moments that still keep me holding on, for the nights beneath the streetlights, for the way you said my name, for the part of me that loved you and will never be the same. I still hear you in the silence, in the echoes of the life we used to know, in the stillness of the morning, in the places that I never really go. And though I know the world keeps turning, and I know I have to find my way somehow, there's a part of me still listening for your voice inside the silence. Even now, some people leave the room, but never leave the silence. There was a time when forever sounded easy, just your hand in mine. And every dream between us, we painted futures on the walls of our hearts, never thinking they could fall apart. But seasons change and people do, and somehow I lost you. We were forever until we weren't. A beautiful fire that slowly burned. I still hear your voice in every quiet room, still see your smile when the flowers bloom. We were forever, at least that's what we believed before forever became a memory. I still drive past the places we loved, and every street light feels like a photograph. The years keep moving, but some feelings stay, like your shadow refusing to fade away. I tried to let go, I tried to be strong, but some goodbyes last too long. We were forever until we weren't. A beautiful fire that slowly burned. I still hear your voice in every quiet room, still see your smile when the flowers bloom. We were forever, at least that's what we believed before forever became a memory. If I could borrow one more night with you, I'd tell you all the things I never got to. That losing you changed everything, and some hearts never stop remembering. We were forever until we weren't, but loving you was still worth the hurt. And even now, though years have passed, the best parts of us still last. We were forever for a moment in time, and a part of you will always be mine. Some promises fade, but some memories never do. The coffee shop on 7th Avenue still plays the songs we used supposed to know. I passed the corner where you kissed me, and suddenly I'm moving slow. The city keeps on breathing like nothing ever changed, but every street I walk reminds me of the way you said my name. I thought time would make it easier. I thought I'd finally be alright, but some memories wait in silence, only to return at night. I'm somewhere between missing you and learning how to let you go. Somewhere between holding on and knowing I should move on alone. I smile a little more these days, but your shadow still follows me home. I'm somewhere between missing you and moving on. I saw your photograph this morning, hidden inside a drawer, and for a moment all the distance didn't matter anymore. I remembered all the laughter, the plans we never made, and now forever felt so easy before it slipped away. Maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe it's carrying less pain with every memory that remains. I'm somewhere between missing you and learning how to let you go. Somewhere between holding on and knowing I should move on alone. I smile a little more these days, but your shadow still follows me home. I'm somewhere between missing you and moving on. If I could see you one last time, I wouldn't ask you to stay. I'd simply thank you for the moments that still light my darkest days. Because love doesn't disappear just because it's gone. Sometimes it becomes a memory we carry on and on. I'm somewhere between missing again. And maybe that's what healing is, not forgetting, just learning to carry a memory.
Some memories stay awake. I saw your shadow in the streetlight, dancing softly in the rain. For a second I believed you were coming back again. The stars were hanging over rooftops like they knew what I was thinking. And every quiet corner still remembers where we've been. Maybe love never really leaves. Maybe it changes shape and hides inside the night. When the moon remembers us, I can feel your heartbeat in the dark, like a photograph of summer still hanging in my heart. And though the years keep moving, some feelings never fade. When the moon remembers us, you don't seem so far away. Old songs still play in coffee shops, and somehow bring me back to conversations unfinished and dreams we couldn't have. I know life is carried on, and maybe that's okay. But sometimes memories arrive without asking if they'll stay. Maybe every love story leaves a little light behind. When the moon remembers us, I can hear your laughter on the wind, like a melody I loved and never wanted to end. And though we're different people than we were yesterday, when the moon remembers us, you don't seem so far away. Maybe somewhere under this same sky, you're thinking of me too. Maybe every lonely midnight still carries pieces of the truth. And if our story ended, the feeling never did, because some hearts keep holding on to beautiful things they miss. When the moon remembers us, I can but the moon remembers everything.
I found your picture in a drawer tonight, covered in dust and fading light. Funny how years can disappear, but one small memory keeps you here. The city sleeps outside my room, yet your voice still fills the silence too. I tell myself that I've moved on, but some hearts never truly let go. And every road I take leads me back again to the place where we ended and the place where we began. I'm somewhere between goodbye and forever, still holding pieces of us together. Half of me knows you're gone, half of me keeps hanging on. I'm somewhere between letting go and remembering, between the fire and the fading embers. You became a part of my soul, a story I'll never fully close. Somewhere between goodbye and forever. I hear your name in random songs, and suddenly the night feels long. The smallest things still pull me back to moments hidden in the past. I wonder if you think of me when the moonlight falls across your street, or if I'm just another page that time has quietly erased. But every dream I chase somehow ends with you, like a melody unfinished, still searching for the truth. I'm somewhere between goodbye and forever, still holding pieces of us together. Half of me knows you're gone, half of me keeps hanging on. I'm somewhere between letting go and remembering, between the fire and the fading embers. You became a part of my soul, a story I'll never fully close. Somewhere between goodbye and forever. Maybe love was never meant to stay, maybe some hearts only light the way. But if I had one chance again, I'd choose you through all the pain. Through all the pain. I'm somewhere between goodbye and forever, still wishing we could be together. Though the seasons change their song, a part of you still lives on. I'm somewhere between yesterday and tomorrow, between healing and a little sorrow. You may be gone from my side, but you'll always be my light. I'm somewhere between goodbye and forever. And forever still feels like you. The night grows quiet, the stars burn slow. Some memories fade, but yours never go. Never go, never go. Tonight the house feels colder than it ever did before. Your picture still hangs quietly beside the bedroom door. I should have packed it away by now, like everyone suggests. But some memories aren't decorations, they're scars inside your chest. I still know the way you'd laugh when something caught you by surprise. And sometimes in a crowded room, I swear I catch your eyes. But strangers pass and reality returns, leaving only echoes and lessons that still burn. I thought time would be enough to help me understand why the future we imagined slipped right through our hands. You were my forever once, the dream I never questioned, the answer to the prayers I never even mentioned. I saw my whole life in your smile, every season yet to come. Now all I have are memories of who we used to become. You were my forever once, and somehow that's still true, because forever never ended for me. It only ended for you. The years keep moving forward, like they're leaving me behind. Everyone says healing comes, but healing takes its time. I've learned how to keep breathing, I've learned how to hide the pain, but every time it starts to fade, your memory falls like rain. There's a song we used to listen to, late driving after dark. I heard it on the radio, and it tore my world apart. Because for a moment, you were sitting there again, and I wasn't a lonely man, trying to remember when. Maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it just changes shape, living in the spaces that absence leaves behind. You were my forever ones, the reason I believed that two hearts could stay together through everything life brings. I held tomorrow in my hands whenever you were near. Now tomorrow feels so empty without you here. You were my forever once, the best part of my life, and every star above me knows I never said goodbye. Heaven keeps old memories, I hope I still remain. Every laugh, every promise, every joy, every pain. And if somehow you're watching from somewhere far away, I hope you know not a single day has passed that I didn't wish you'd stay. And even if the world keeps turning, I'll always carry you, because some loves aren't forgotten, no matter what we do. You were my forever once, and part of me will always belong to you. Somewhere beyond this lonely blue, my forever ones will always be you. Heard from an old friend yesterday that you're doing well these days. You found a house outside the city and finally changed your name. He showed me a picture on his phone. You were smiling like before, the kind of smile I used to think would always be mine somehow. And standing there beside you was a man I've never known, looking at you the way I once did, like he'd already found his home. I smiled and said I'm happy for you, like people are supposed to do. But the truth hit harder later, when I found myself alone. Somebody else sleeps beside you now. Somebody else hears your midnight thoughts. Somebody else reaches for your hand when the world gets cold and dark. Somebody else knows the little things that only lovers ever learn. And every time I think about it, my heart still hurts, because somebody else sleeps beside you now. And I still dream about you somehow. Does he know you hate the thunder? Do you still leave the hallway light? Does he know you cry at movies and steal all the blankets at night? Does he know your favorite song, the one you'd play when life got rough? Does he realize how lucky he is to wake up beside your love. I know these questions change nothing. The years have already made their choice, but some memories refuse to leave, no matter how much time destroys. Maybe moving on is easy for hearts that never broke this way. Maybe some people heal completely, and some just learn to stay. Somebody else sleeps beside you now. Somebody else hears your laughter first. Somebody else gets the best of you, while I hold on to the worst. Somebody else is making memories where I forever used to be. And every night it's a reality I still struggle to believe. Somebody else sleeps beside you now, while you're still here inside of me. I don't blame you for finding happiness. You waited longer than I knew, and maybe love was always meant to lead you somewhere new. But there are nights when I still wonder if you ever think of me, when the room grows quiet and you're too awake to sleep. Somebody else sleeps beside you now. Somebody else whispers your name. Somebody else gets to hold the life I once thought I'd never lose someday. The world kept turning after us, even when I wished it wouldn't move. And the hardest thing I've ever learned is loving you enough to let you choose. Somebody else sleeps beside you now. That's the truth I finally found. But somewhere deep inside my heart, you'll always be the one who never really left, even now. Tonight the moon hangs over town, the same moon shining on you. Maybe you're asleep in someone's arms, while I'm remembering two hearts that once believed they'd never have to say goodbye. But now somebody else sleeps beside you now. It started like 1,000 fights, two stubborn hearts, one sleepless night. Words fell faster than we could think, and pride pushed us both to the brink. You stood there with tears in your eyes, I stood there hiding mine. Neither one of us could see we were running out of time. The door slammed harder than it should. The silence cut through everything. I thought we'd cool down and call tomorrow, like we always did. But tomorrow came without your voice. The next day came the same. And before I knew it, distance learned your name. That was the goodbye I never meant. The moment I thought was temporary. The words I wish I'd never said. The ending that still carries me. I thought there'd be another chance, another night to make things right. But forever slipped away from us in the middle of that fight. And now I'm living with the goodbye I never meant. I've replayed that night a million times, searching every memory, trying to find the place where love turned into a tragedy. Maybe if I'd held your hand, maybe if I'd stayed instead, maybe if I'd listened more to the tears behind your words. Now your side of town feels strange. Your favorite places feel like dreams. And every road we used to take still leads right back to me. People say mistakes make us stronger. Maybe that's true somehow, but I trade every lesson I've learned just to have you now. That was the goodbye I never meant. The storm I thought would pass us by. The last look in your eyes still follows me every night. I thought love was strong enough to survive one broken day. I never thought forever could simply walk away and leave me here with the goodbye I never meant. If I could stand in that room again, I'd throw my pride against the wall. I'd pull you close before you left, before we lost it all. I tell you love is worth the hurt, worth every tear and every scar. Because a life without you turned out harder than we are. Sometimes I still reach for my phone when the night gets cold, still hoping somehow you'll answer like before. Still hoping somehow this story isn't over. That was the goodbye I never meant. The silence I can't take back. The moment that divided life into before and after that. The years keep moving forward, but my heart remains the same. Still standing in that doorway, still calling out your name. If love can hear me anywhere, across the miles we've spent, then know I'm still sorry for the goodbye I never meant. The house is quiet now. The moonlight fills the hall. And if I could change one moment, I'd change that night. I'd change it all. Because some words fade away, but some remain. Like the good